My name is T. Zhang, and I am a junior electrical engineering student at UMD. The topic is effects of mountaintop mining. Overall, mountaintop mining rips apart a mountaintop ridgeline in order to consume coal, which include cross-ridge mining, box-cut method mining, steep slope mining, area mining, and mountaintop mining. Before people can mine an area for coal, they have to clear the land completely, even if they have to burn trees or rip and throw trees away. Next, since coal is usually located deep beneath the surface, extreme effort has to be made to get there, mainly using explosives. Just to get to the coal, and not even worrying about digging out the coal, it takes so much effort and causes so much waste already. Approximately 1.2 million acres up to 2009 had been surface mined for coal, and more than 500 mountains had been destroyed by mountaintop removal coal mining. I think this is astounding considering mountaintop removal takes place mainly in 4 areas in the United States. How much electricity? Mountaintop removal coal provides about only 3% of electricity in the United States, and most mountaintop removal coal is burned in power plants in the eastern United States and some Midwestern states. Based on those facts, it seems that coal is consumed in not as many areas as I thought, and it is feasible to not rely on coal as an energy source. It also seems surprising that if Americans choose to stop using coal as an energy source, then none of it would be out of power. As a result, it seems ludicrous that so much coal mining is going on, especially given all of its negative effects. Blasting and flying rock. There are numerous negative community effects of mountaintop mining, such as poisoned drinking water, sludging, and sludge impoundment. Most striking is the possibility of blasting and flying rock from mining sites. For example, on August 20th, 2004, a bulldozer pushed a half-ton boulder from a mining site in Appalachia, Virginia, which crashed into a house and killed a sleeping toddler. If I were to be living in a place near a frequent mining site, I would be very cautious and at times scared to death. Human health impacts. Additionally, there are numerous negative health effects of mountaintop mining, such as heart attacks, cardiovascular disease, and lung cancer. Most striking is the possibility of shortened lives due to oppressive living conditions. In particular, a 2011 study of more than 400 counties in the United States found that mortality rates were the highest in mining places between 2000 and 2007. In the graph, it shows the amount of deaths from chronic cardiovascular disease in a particular area of the United States where mining goes on most frequently. This is why I think mining should even be more strictly regulated, even more than it is now, because accumulated deaths like those are horrendous. Deforestation. Moreover, there are numerous negative environmental effects of mountaintop mining, such as burying and poisoning water supplies and deforestation. Most striking is the possibility of threatened biodiversity due to the loss of original habitats. Biodiversity issue. A 2014 study determined that fish populations in nearby mountaintop removal areas were reduced by 2/3 between 1999 and 2011. As a result, it seems that using coal as an energy source is actually more harmful than helpful, since many citizens are not aware of the hidden dangerous effects of coal extraction, especially the loss of fish population stability. In this diagram, it shows that biodiversity is very high in very few places in the United States. Biodiversity is low throughout many of the United States, which is why this is such an issue, and which is why reducing coal mining can greatly help with the biodiversity. There are numerous other countries that rely on coal other than the United States. For example, China heavily relies on coal for its energy, and in 2011, coal supplied 69% of China's total energy consumption. Because of this, China is the world's leading energy-related carbon dioxide emitter, because it released 8715 million metric tons of carbon dioxide in 2011. What I strongly believe is that if China wants to consume so much energy for industrialization, then they should at least get coal from each coal mine as efficiently and cleanly as possible. I was mainly surprised by my research findings. Coming into this research, I was expecting to look at negative effects of mountaintop mining, negative environmental effects, negative health effects, and negative community effects. I did not expect the information to be so negative. For example, I was surprised to hear that mining has so many respiratory and cardiovascular effects, so much so that someone can get lung cancer. The most important takeaway in the message is that mining causes so many environmental, community, and health effects. I think that the number one point to make is that citizens need to start being aware of the wider aspects, not just the narrow aspects, not just knowing that there are negative effects with mining, but knowing the wider effects, knowing that it can cause cancer. I think that can really make a difference. And finally, I will change my perception because I now understand how wide the effects of mountaintop mining are. Since I know how negative mining can cause, that can kill people, that can cause cancer, that can kill a lot of habitats, I'm now changing how I view this subject. As a result, there should be a lot more public outreach. There should be new strict policies to regulate mining, and more research should be done on renewable energy as fast as possible.